Good morning. Sorry about the delay. I couldn't resist going to see the final sunrise today for me here while I've been in this lovely warm place. So yesterday we looked at the lower lung, get my brain sorted out. We looked at the lower lung, the abdominal area of breath control, energy flow, and so on. Today we're going to bring that awareness to the mid-chest, the mid-lung. I've decided not to include a couple of the practices of Matsya Asana, mainly because I prefer to be able to see people in it, to make sure there's nothing dangerous happening. We use there's a lot of pressure on the neck in two of the practices, so I'm not going to include those two. I can show when I'm back, if I'm actually in a class with you, but I think being on live Facebook where I can't see anyone, it wouldn't be a sensible thing to do. So we shall begin. It will be a slightly shorter practice today. Yesterday was quite long, sorry about that. But today a little bit shorter. Still getting some good benefits for our breath, our body, our mind, emotions, and spirit, and a little bit of stretching too. Okay, so just come to sit comfortably. Bringing the hands to Yoga Mudra, so your right fingers are interlaced over the left. And just let the hands rest down onto the lap. Bringing the mind to the breath and breathing slowly. So just watching the breath. Always breathing in and out through the nose if you can. If anything does prevent you, then please breathe as you can. Just sitting quietly, bringing awareness to the self. Parampara vidmahe Jnana Lingeshwaraya Dhimahi Tanno Guru Prachodayate Om Yoga Maharishi Dr. Swami Gitandagiri Guru Mahajake Jai. The hands rubbing together, bringing that warmth into the palms of the hands. Generating some heat. I'm just going to place them over the eyes, down the cheeks, and over the neck. And interlacing the hands, breathe in as we stretch up. Release the hands, bring the palms together, and breathe out, stretch to your left. Breathe in as you lift back up. Breathe out, stretch over to your right. Breathe in, coming back up. Keep the palms together. Keep breathing. Now breathe in as you bring the palms down to the top of the head. And then in front of your forehead. In front of the throat. And in front of the chest. Releasing the hands. Stretch out the legs. Just give them a little thump. Shake your head. Do a little bit of bouncing towards the toes. I'm going to come back up, take the legs wide, do a bit of thumping, tapping, be as gentle or firm as you want to be. working into that tightness, any tension, a little bit of thumping, working it out up and down the legs. And bouncing to the right side, catching hold of the leg, the right leg, keep bouncing. Take your right hand behind you, twisting around, and keep bouncing. Coming back up, bounce to the left. And catching hold of the leg, keep bouncing. Then bring your left hand behind you, twisting and bounce. Coming back up, a little bit of bouncing forward. Come back up, left foot in towards the right thigh. Turn to face the right leg. Breathe in, bring the arms up. Breathe out, stretching down, forward, catching hold of that leg. Look forward as you breathe in. And breathe out, just lower yourself down. Let the head rest. Lifting the head, breathe in as you come back up to sit. Take the left leg out, bring the right leg in. Turning to face the left. Breathe in as we lift the arms, palms forward. Breathing out, stretching forward, keeping the right leg down. Catching hold of that left leg wherever you can. Look forward, breathe in, and breathe out. Just let the head rest down wherever it can. Lifting the head, breathe in as we come back up to sit. Stretch out the legs, little thump and shake. And just bring the body up, nice straight line. Breathe in, take the shoulders up, hold the breath, and release with a big ha. Ha! And again. Ha! Once more. Ha! And just roll the shoulders both ways. Lower the chin, lift and lower. So just a little bit of up and down of the neck, of the head, and then side to side. Up and down, and side to side. Okay, so a little bit of loosening. So we will get into the practices for the mid-lung. Start by clearing out our upper lung, clearing out the lungs really with Mukha Bhastrika. So coming into Vajrasana, or coming into a position with the legs stretched out. Use a blanket or cushion, whatever you need to support you. We're going to make those short, sharp bursts of breath as we take the head forward and down. Breathe in. Lifting the head, breathe in, sit up. Lift the head, breathe in. So this time, keeping the head down, take the hands back if you can to lightly catch hold of the feet, or keep them forward to support the head. Lifting the head, breathe in as you come up to sit. Breathing out, right hand and then the left hand back. Come to Supta Vajrasana if you know you can. You need to make sure the knees stay down. and the legs together. Pushing up with the right as you breathe in. Okay, so have a little bit of water. So Matsya Asana, we're going to just do the first variation. It's a bit cold today. I don't really like cold water. So the first variation of Matsya Asana will help bring the breath, the awareness, the energy into the front of the mid-chest lung. I'm not going to do the second and the third variation because it involves you resting your head onto the floor, and if I can't see that, I won't know that it's been practiced in a safe way, and give you that guidance that you need. So we'll do the first variation. So what we're going to do is turn. If you can have your head in north, even better. East, if you can't manage north, if you know where your compass points are. What we're going to be doing is laying ourselves down so that we're resting on the forearms, okay? So I'll just show quickly before we get into it. So we would rest backwards, so leaning on those forearms, the elbows are far back to support you, and you let the head rest back. The head doesn't come onto the floor. The other way of getting into this is you can start on the floor and prop yourself up, just bringing yourself into that position and letting the head rest back as much as you can. We're going to do 6 rounds of breathing into the front. Well, we'll do 3 rounds, and we'll stop, and then we'll do another 3. Just checking the time. Oh, no, actually, do you know what? We'll just do 3 today. Sorry, because I want to get to the hands-on breathing as well. Okay, so looking at time, just be sensible with what we can do today. So we're just resting back on those arms, the elbows supporting us, fingers pointing forward, flats of the hands down. Body in a nice long line, chest is up, and we rest the head back as much as you can. So we're going to be I'll count. So we're going to breathe in for 6 and out for 6, and we do 3 rounds. Okay, breathe out. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And we just carefully lower ourselves down to the floor, so you can take the elbows a little wider. Rest the back, the head down, and gently rock your head side to side. Just rest for a moment. You might have noticed it's a great position to really force the breath into the front of that chest area. And when we breathe well into the front of the chest, or the side of the chest and the back of the chest, when we create that complete balance, we're improving that blood quality, so the oxygen in the blood between the waist and the neck. So any issues we suffer with here can be, made better, prevented, and so on. So we're going to carefully push ourselves up, so you can roll onto the left side, push yourself up to sitting, and we can do the practices for the mid-lung, so the hands-on breathing, okay? So So similar to yesterday, where we had the hands on the abdominal area, we're going to bring that to the mid-chest, so Madhyam Pranayama. We'll do the front, the side and the back. We'll do 3 rounds for each, and then we'll do the Hasta Mudra to do the complete mid-lung, and then the next variation of Shasha Asana. Okay. So we're going to bring the flats of the hands again, so thumbs down, fingers all together, and then we just want to bring them right onto the front. So you're right on the front of the chest, across the front, not too low. You do need to be, where so you've got that divot in the middle, where all the bones, the ribs are starting to meet here. So across that space there. The elbows stay nice and wide. And thumbs are down, fingers all closed. So sensitive breath, we're not trying to breathe too deeply. Let the Hasta Mudra, that Spasha Mudra, do the work, bringing our attention into this space. Just take a moment to connect with the breath. So sitting on a chair, if this position is uncomfortable, remember, using a blanket, cushion, and stretch the legs at any point if you need to. Okay. So breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just let the hands rest. We'll do the side of the mid-lung. So we do need to bring the hands up as high as you can. So just under the armpits, but you want them higher than you had them yesterday. And if you can get the thumbs back, take the thumbs back. Otherwise, keep them with the hands so that the palms are as flat to the side as you can bring them. I'm trying to figure out which hand I need to move. Feels okay. I think it's just the angle of the camera. Okay. So side lung, side of the chest. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Release the hands. Remember, stretch the legs at any point. We're going to bring those hands now, so you want the flats of the hands onto the back, as high up as you can get them, and as flat as they can be. So if you can get them up higher than yesterday, brilliant. Just do your best. So breathing into the back of the mid-lung. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. the arms, the hands rest. Roll the shoulders a little. Perhaps have a little bit of water. Stretch the legs if needed. Okay. So for the Hasta Mudra, I'll come closer again for this one. So we're going to do Chinmaya Mudra. So we want the thumb and the forefinger in that circle. But this time we want those 3 fingers curled back into the palm of the hand. So you've got the circle and letting those fingers rest down onto the lap. So the wrists are quite far back against the thighs, okay? So this time we're going to do the whole of the mid-lung. So we want to go to the front, the side and then the back as we breathe in. And when we breathe out, we release from the back, then the side and then the front. So I'll guide you through. Just checking that your mudra is correct. Circle with the thumb and forefinger, another 3 fingers curled back. Breathe out. Breathing in to the front, side, back. Breathe out, back, side, front. Breathing in, front, side, back. Breathe out, back, side, front. And again, breathe in, front, side, back. Breathe out, back, side, front. And just let the hands rest. Stretch the legs. Give them a little thumb. So for whatever reason today, I've decided to do the second Shasha Asana after that. We'll see how it makes the lungs feel. So we're going to come back onto the hands and knees, onto the mat. Sit back towards the heels. So if you find that this position is too much, too strong, you can come back to just having the hands onto the mid-lung, onto that mid-chest area, and do the practice in that way instead. So we want to be on the heels, the palms of the hands in front of the knees. The shoulders are wide so that you're not restricting the breath. And we just keep looking forward or up a little if it's okay for the neck. And we're directing the breath into that mid-chest area. Okay. Breathe out. Breathing in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathing in. Breathing out. And just sit in a comfortable position. Legs stretched, legs crossed, however you need to sit. Let the breath settle for a moment. Again, more water if needed. But just remember, whenever we are breathing purposefully, pranayama practices can make us feel a little more dehydrated. If not, probably hydrated. So it was a little bit shorter. We'll end with the Shanti mantra in just a moment, but just a reminder, tomorrow I will be coming home. so will be a much later practice, will be mid-afternoon, late afternoon, and teaching in the evening as well. So just sitting comfortably. Mind on the breath. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu sarve janaha sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om. Just take a nice stretch out. Breathing in and release. Have a super day, super tomorrow morning, doing whatever you can, and I'll see you in the afternoon tomorrow. Bye.